So what of my future plans then? By far the most exciting project on the go at the moment is My Fair Lady at the Royal National Theatre. Just before Christmas 1999, Jeanette rang to tell me about a charity event at St Luke's Church in Chelsea. As I was still battling to get my health back, I said no, explaining how I'd already worked myself ragged doing various things for charity over the past 12 months. I knew there was something going on, but she only said, "I'm just saying I really believe it's something you should do. I think it's something that will be good for you. Robbie Williams did it last year, so it's a very cool and hip event. Make sure you get yourself a lovely frock and then sing Perfect Moment like you've never sung it before." The day of the concert, I went along for rehearsal. Everything seemed fine, although my voice echoed because of the cavernous interior of the church. I'd left my dress and makeup back at the flat, which was only a 20-minute walk. As I left to pop home and change, I checked my watch. I had an hour and a half. But at the flat, disaster. I put the key in the lock and the door wouldn't open. I dashed down to the porter. He said he'd call a locksmith. Great. In the meantime, Mum, Jonathan and Jonathan's aunt and cousin turned up. Each took it in turns trying to open the door, all to no avail. It would have made a great TV comedy, but time was ticking on and I headed back to the church, arriving all hot and sweaty. I blagged some makeup from a member of the audience and went on stage with pink cheeks, pink lips, blue eyeshadow and mascara, and wearing black tracksuit bottoms and a black polo neck. Mum had her hands clasped together, praying for God to help me get through. Maybe he was listening, because it all worked out fine and I got a massive round of applause. What I didn't know at the time was that Jonathan Pryce was watching, nor did I know that he was to play Professor Higgins. It was only then that I realised why Jeanette had been so keen for me to be there. Her plan worked a treat, because a couple of weeks later she called to say I had a meeting with Sir Cameron Mackintosh and Trevor Nunn. "You'd better get those soprano lessons in quickly, because you've really got to be able to sing this," she added. I turned up at the National in late January wearing nothing more glam than my jeans and kicked off with Wouldn't It Be Lovely. It was the weirdest audition I'd ever been to. The two men started singing along with me. I could feel the excitement, the buzz they were getting. Then they asked me to sing I Could Have Danced All Night. Oh no, I thought. Here we go, this is the hard one. There's a bit at the end which is ever so high. As I was singing it, I thought, please God, let me hit this note. Come on, do it for me, do it for me. Again, maybe he was listening because I hit it spot on. When I heard they wanted me for the part of Eliza Doolittle, I was overjoyed. I couldn't believe it at first because it felt like one of my wildest dreams had come true, especially as I know they had considered some fantastic international stars for the part. The show will open in March 2001, first at the National and then go into the West End. After that, there is talk of taking it to America, but I don't want to tempt fate. My health seems vastly improved. I've spent a lot of time reading books and talking to experts to find the right diet. If I eat the wrong foods for my blood type, they can make me tired and bloated. I'm not that brilliant at following all the instructions, but I've tried my best, and I'm certainly very happy with the effects on my weight and my energy levels. And I'm very happy in my private life with Jonathan. Everything we do, whether it's intimate, sexual or whatever, is still firmly based on the fact that we are friends first and foremost. I wake up every day so in love with Jonathan, it's wonderful. I am the happiest I've ever been. Making it in show business is never easy, but if it's in your blood, you've got to give it a go. It's hard work. Dealing with the press alone is like riding a massive uncontrollable machine. You buy your ticket and then you have to hang on for dear life. If it chucks you off, you must dust yourself down and jump back on again. It can be a thrilling ride at times and very frightening at others. If you never give it a go, you'll never know. This has been my story, but it isn't over yet. And remember the great words of Barbra Streisand as Yentl. Nothing is impossible. This has been my motto throughout my life.